Hello, and welcome to episode 117 of I'm the Tigers, the podcast with an eye on the Telford Tigers. No signing news or anything like that to report this week, so straight into the results, and I'm going to mix it up this week. We're going to kick off with Telford Tigers. So, a bit of an unusual weekend for the Tigers in the sense of at home on the Saturday. Normally they play at home on the Sunday, but home on the Saturday, that was against Peterborough Phantoms. Very tight game throughout, as perhaps you would expect from teams in 4th or 5th place in the league, and level on points heading into the game. Didn't watch it, didn't see it, but it seems to be one of those games where Tigers were able to take the lead, Phantoms were able to pull it back. Finished 3-3 at the end of regulation time, and Phantoms found the winner to secure the extra point. So, point from the Tigers. Yeah, bit of a strange one. Obviously can't turn down a point against Peterborough. A really good, solid team. But yeah, to sort of be pegged back, and particularly at home where I think we've had a pretty good record. Yeah, so yeah, one of those sort of I guess nip and tuck games, and it's just gone Peterborough's way this weekend. Sunday, trip down to Romford to take on the Raiders. Tricky place to go to, I think, Romford, and so it proved to be. Romford running out 4-1 winners. Again, not a game that I saw, but by all accounts, Cole Ceci had a really strong game in goal for Raiders. 1 point weekend for the Tigers. Quite unusual. We sort of had been spoilt, I guess, sort of over that Christmas and New Year period, picking up 4-point weekends and the like. But just the 1 point this weekend. Still very comfortable in terms of the league, so 5th in the league, 10 points clear of 8th, I think it is, so sort of comfortable within the playoffs. But yeah, would like to go back to obviously 4-point weekends, but pick up some wins. Really sort of look to solidify, cement that playoff place, and with then luck sort of be in the 1, 4, 5, 8 group. Tigers 2, Cup semi-final weekend. And not only was it Cup semi-final weekend, but it was against Solihull Barons as well, the local rivals. First leg was the Saturday night in Solihull. I think I can say without any fear of contradiction by anybody, they got off to a quick start. Solihull were 1-0 up in sort of about 30 seconds or so. They pushed out to a 3-0 lead, I think I saw it was. So it's certainly looking very rosy. Tigers 2 were able to come back into it, peg it back. The game there finished 5-3. So heading into the Sunday night, the second leg at Telford Ice Rink, Solihull coming in with a 2-goal aggregate advantage, having won 5-3 the previous night. That became 6-3 as Solihull got the first of the game. Which travelled up for, attended, it was also quite nip and tuck. Tigers 2 made it 1-1 on the night, that was the first period. Second period, goals. Just sort of raining from everywhere. It kind of felt. I think it finished 5-4. The scoreline on the night at the end of that period. Plenty of goals. Neither team able to either fully pull away or perhaps fully get themselves back into the game. Although obviously with the score being 5-4 at the end of the period, Tigers 2 had sort of halved the deficit coming into the night. Would that be a good enough platform? I mean, the short answer was yes. Finished 7-4 on the night to Tigers 2. So a 10-9 victory on aggregate over the 2 nights. Bit of a scuffle at the end, sort of players gathering all around together, and Lucas Price from Solihull Barons headed onto the Tigers bench to a bit of a disagreement, I think, with the match night announcer, but kind of that was it. So fantastic result for Tigers 2, first season in National League North 1, and they're in the cup final where they'll take on Deeside Dragons, who overcame Blackburn over 2 legs. So definitely one to look forward to. That's I think it's the weekend, the 21st and 22nd of February is scheduled for the Cup final. So looking forward to another trip to go and see Tigers 2 in that one as well. Hopefully a bit of silverware in first season in the league would be absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal result, I think. First time I've watched a North One game, certainly for quite a long time anyway, if I've watched one previously. And yeah, it was a good game. A really good game. Two pretty evenly matched teams, I think. It was, as perhaps you might expect with a derby game, sort of bit of physicality and the like. But here we go, potentially controversial take here, this one perhaps. But I think the officials did a really good job on the night. It kind of, as though a couple of times it felt as though it was threatening to boil over, but it never did. And yeah, I think the officials did a good job on the night. I know that's controversial. I know everybody loves to blame officials when their team doesn't win and the like. But no, I thought they did a good job in preventing it from boiling over, which it could have done quite simply. So yeah, it was a good game. I'd happily be going to watch Tigers 2 again. I thought they played well, and so I thought the standard was very, very good. So Tigers fans, if you haven't gone along to watch Tigers 2 before, go and do it. If nothing else, I think it's the start of March when we take on Barons again. Surely you've got to go for that one, if absolutely nothing else. So that's the results. Looking ahead to the upcoming week. So Tigers 2, just the one game, and sorry, I'll just double check who it's against. So just the one game, and that is on the Sunday, where they travel to Nottingham to take on the Nottingham Lions. So back into league action there. For the Telford Tigers, wow, tough weekend coming up. Saturday night away at Leeds, Sunday night at home to Swindon. Leeds, well, we know what Leeds are like. And Swindon this season have been sort of grinding out and getting results. So, yeah, a very difficult weekend for the Tigers. I know I said I'd love to see them back to winning ways, but that's up there for about as tough as a weekend can come, quite simply. So yeah, able to get one win out of those two games, I think that would be, a good weekend realistically. So that's it for this episode, apart from our question of the week. So, question of the week is Department of Player Safety. Too harsh? Too lenient? Just about right. As always, let me know what you think about that. But in terms of the episode, that is it for now. I'll be back this time next week. Bye for now.